Are we finally live? Holy smacks. Hello. I have been waiting for this internet to connect, and I am apologizing if for now, just in case we get cut off. So if you don't know who I am Cassie. I am the soap maker here at 3H Farms Texas Soap Company, and I specialize in goat's milk soap. And I'm weighing out my oils right now. This is a big, giant bucket of coconut oil, and I'm making holiday soaps. I already made a batch of holiday soaps. They were, I named them Green Sleeves. They're green and gold. They turned out beautifully. They smell amazing. And it's just perfect for the holiday season. And I've already have people messaging me and saying, it's not even Halloween yet. Don't even think about Christmas. I have to cure my soaps, guys. It takes 4 to 6 weeks. So these soaps that I'm making today will not even be ready until almost Thanksgiving. So us soap makers and business people that have to make things, we have to start holiday stuff now. Like, if my husband would let me, right after Halloween, I would just take the Halloween decorations down and I would put up the Christmas tree. But he gets mad. Well, he doesn't get mad. He usually lets me put it up before Thanksgiving, but he doesn't want me to take down the Halloween decorations and put up the tree. So I am that kind of crazy person, but I also don't spend a lot of money on decorations. So I don't have Thanksgiving decorations and all of this stuff. I got pumpkins and I got, the normal Halloween decorations only because I love decorations, and my mom gave me decorations for Halloween, and I got 3 little boys who love Halloween. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it, I guess. So I'm almost down to having no coconut oil in this bucket. So I'm scraping away, trying to get enough coconut oil for my recipe. I'm making a 12-pound batch of soaps, and I need over 60 ounces of coconut oil for this recipe. Oh, we're almost there. A little bit more. That's pretty close. Hold on. Oh, dropped a tiny bit on my clean counter. We're an ounce away of what I need. Trying to get it in there. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is a cold process soap making, and my lye is mixed with frozen goat's milk. So a lot of people pour their hot lye solution over their oils and melt the oils, where my lye solution is sticking about 80 degrees and it won't melt this. So I got to throw this just in a low microwave, nothing high, nothing crazy. I just need to melt the oils enough to be able to blend them. Let me throw my lid back on. Coconut oil down. If you've not tuned in before, I just like to make soap live for my viewers and the people who purchase our soaps. They really like to see the process and what I put in the soaps. And I like to just chat and inspire others. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. You have to be a subscriber to put them in the comments. So subscribe. It makes you wait a few minutes, and then you could pop in the chat. I did that because there's been some weird stuff happening in the chat, some kind of weird links and stuff that people are posting. So usually those scammers won't subscribe and hang out for 5 minutes for a video. So if you're serious about soap making, or you want to know how to make all natural soaps, or you just like watching my content, please hit subscribe, and then you can comment. we're trying it new today, a little different. I have a few subscribers that come in to my chat, and we have a great time. They're soap makers as well, and we give out ideas to each other and stuff like that. I will also share with you where I get my products. I'm not an affiliate. If I am an affiliate, I would definitely tell you, because I would want the affiliate links. But as you can see in my description, it's very short and sweet, and I'll try to pop in some links in there when I have time to do some editing. That's why I do live soap making, because I just don't have time or the software to edit and make those cool videos that all those soap makers do. I will one day, but I got 3 little ones. So anyways, titanium dioxide is something to make your soap white. We are making a winter themed soap. I'm hoping to make it look like snow. So I have titanium dioxide from Nurture. Ooh, is it going to come in? I'm trying to look over here at my, it's not going to come in. NurtureSoap.com is where you can find this supplies. I also have some bio glitter. I'm sorry, Enviro glitter. It's safe for lips, eyes, bath bombs. So I'm kind of thinking I might put some glitter. I don't know. My customers love an all natural soap. I started making soap for eczema and sensitive skin. And this is just kind of a fun theme soap that I wanted to make today. And I'm also using this beautiful mica powder. This is from Nurture Soap as well. Kellen Blue, Kalen, K-L-E-I-N. There we go. So this is going to, I'm going to make a blue and white soap today, and hopefully I cut out to make a little marker. I was going to do a cross, but it's not, it's too flimsy. So I'm thinking I might make some hills with 2 little Christmas trees, like the trees in the snow. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. They usually use that really hard plastic to make these type of forms. I just cut this out of an old cutting board that I had. Just kind of playing around. So I'm going to see if it'll work. And if not, we're just going to wing it. That's what I like to do. Let me get my coconut oil and see if it's ready. It is not. Okay. And so last week, I made a essential oil soap with the essential oil Atlas Cedarwood. Can I speak? Essential oil. And I'm not a fan of the scent of the essential oil. I think it's too strong. We'll see. Sometimes essential oils, the scent, it fades a little bit. So I put the strongest amount. I put in the amount in my essential oil calculator. So it's eocalc.com. You could type in your ingredients, what essential oils you're using, how many ounces of what type of product you're making, whether it be a soap, a body butter, a lotion, and it'll give you your recommended amount. You never want to go over your recommended amount. And so I put just at the strongest amount of essential oil you could. And I'm not a fan. I know. I actually have been really slacking. I apologize for not being on as much and not having my lives. Life has been crazy. Business has been good, but life has been also good and crazy. And I just, to get everything, all my ducks in a row to get a live video, it's not always easy. So hopefully today, this will be something fun for you guys that you like, and I can inspire you. Maybe let's see what happens. Okay, so I got my coconut oil all warmed up and not hot. Make sure you have thermometer. Let's just look. We're at 100 degrees, so it is a little warm than what I want it to be, but it'll melt everything nicely, and I'm going to start weighing the rest of my oils. I'm over here. I don't know if you could see. Let me scoot this closer for you. Is that better? Okay, zero it out. And now I need my olive oil. And if you're new to soap making, you really got to watch videos on how to handle lye and how to make soap. You just really are not going to be able to take my video and replicate what I'm doing. You have to have some experience in soap making. I have videos on how to handle lye and how to do soap making. So do so many people out there. So please go back and refer to that. And then as I'm talking, I forget my total amount of olive oil. Okay. I gotta make sure I get this correct. I got my new scale. I'm not an affiliate from Amazon, but I did find it on Amazon. It's a postal scale, but I still use my small scale for small weighing, like my lye and stuff. We're almost there. And for those who pour olive oil out of these cans, if you're having a problem with it glugging, pop you a hole at the top of your can. Come on. I'm like 1 ounce away. And then I feel still some oil in here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Use just the rest. Usually 1 can makes 2 batches of my soap. So for my recipe. So that worked out perfectly. Ideas in the comments of what to do with these tins. I started saving them. And I was going to think I could like make something out of them. I don't want to throw this away. I want to recycle and reuse as much as possible. We are big on reusing things. And I thought about making Halloween like lanterns and putting a light. Well, actually flipping it up and putting the light at the top and making this into like a jack-o'-lantern and painting it. I don't know. Give me some ideas, guys. And if you want them, pay for shipping, and I'll just send them to you. And you're welcome to have them because I've been saving them. So I'm not a hoarder. I'm just a recycler. Okay, I'm trying to recycle, trying to do good. Okay, let me see. Now I need my coconut. I got coconut oil, olive oil. Now I need my canola oil. And I'm going to need some canola oil to put in my containers to be making my beautiful soaps. I think I'm just going to need 1 for white. And then I'm going to do blue. So we're going to need 1 for white and we're going to need 1 for blue. Let's put our little containers over here, my little dollar store containers. I'm getting canola oil, tarred that. And I'm going to measure out about 2 ounces to mix in my my mica and my titanium dioxide. You can disperse your titanium dioxide in water. So you would discount your water from your recipe to disperse your titanium dioxide, or you could also use your fragrance oil. Your fragrance oil could also disperse it into that as well. But I'm going to use the canola oil. So I need to measure. Oh, am I not? I don't know if I'm supposed to show you what brand this is. So we'll flip it around. Make sure I'm not like getting in trouble. Nurture and stuff like that. They love for you to mention their products, but this is a box store, and I don't know if I can say where I get it from. So Better be safe than sorry. I need another one. A little trick as well is make sure you turn this upside down and leave it like this, and all of it will drain, and you'll get about another ounce of oil. So don't just throw your container away. Also, I have thrown all the containers away like this, but I may have to start saving and put my liquid soap in here. The liquid soap is getting really popular. Here's another one. Sorry, my head's kind of cut off. I'm worried if I move my camera at all, I'll lose my signal again. So I hope I'm going to make it where you can see what I'm doing in a few minutes. So I'm just kind of leaving you where you can kind of see what I'm doing and kind of not see my head. I'm sorry. Here we go. Just bend the knees. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm going to take this off and I'm going to measure out what I need to mix my colors in. Zero it out. Two ounces there. Zero it out, just to be sure. 1, half, 2 ounces there. Perfect. Now I need my castor oil. Your castor oil is what's, here, I'll come over there so I'm not yelling. I get my castor oil and I get my my lye. I already put it up from Essential Depot. Essential Depot is right out of Florida. They're an amazing company. Also a Greener Life member because they promise to help be environmental friendly, a less carbon footprint, no treatment, no never on animals or anything like that. And they also help save the orangutan's habitat because the palm oil industry has destroyed their habitat. So it's just an amazing company that really gives back. And I'm not a member. I'm not getting any kickback or an affiliate link. I promise. If I was, I would tell you because I would love Essential Depot to make me an affiliate. But yeah, they're just great. And I use a lot of their products from their lye to their castor oil, cocoa butter. They have it chipped up for you to use. So it's a great place to get a lot of your soap making supplies. They even have amazing quality fragrance oils and essential oils. So check them out. All right. Let me double check. I know if you've been here a lot, I'm repeating myself a lot, but for those who are not here, I have, I want to make sure that they know where to get this stuff as well. Also have some people commenting, sending me messages. How do you make soap with a caustic lye? That's dangerous and stuff like that. And I love explaining the fact that we are doing a scientific, amazing thing that's happening right now. When you combine lye with oils, a sponification process happens. And once they do, that combination of those two things creates a whole nother thing. And that's how you get soap. It's literally when you see commercials, or I don't know if there's really commercials. I've never seen a commercial, but when you see other YouTubers say, there's no lye in my soap, they're not lying. They literally are telling you the truth, because when you combine the two things, and a chemical reaction happens and it makes a whole nother amazing product. And we've been making soap from lye for years. So it's literally how we've made soap. And they started out using soda ash. That's how, they started making soap years and years ago, was out of ash. It's really cool. So I love the history of soap making. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that, someone created this amazing product and we still use it to this day, and it hasn't really changed over time except for scents and different types and colors and stuff like that. Okay, so I got everything in the oil container. Boom, done. I'm going to set it over to the side. I have my lye and my goat's milk waiting. I'm also using kale and clay. I got this off Amazon. I just found a really good deal on Amazon. I'm not a huge Amazon purchaser, but in this case, I did use Amazon. Wait, I think it's got a scoop in here. I forgot. I gotta find my scoop. There it is. So this is this is a tablespoon, not about. This is a tablespoon right here. You want to use a tablespoon per pound of soap. You can use less, but don't go over that amount. So I'm going to put it directly in my oils and blend that up. So I got 12 pound soap here. I'm going to use roughly 6 to 8 tablespoons. It's how this is my method of madness. This is my sweet spot where I like. This also helps your fragrance oil or your essential oil last longer in your soaps. So when you're making soaps, you need an anchor, something for that fragrance or essential oil, especially essential oils, because essential oils fade the fastest. My lavender soaps seem to last a lot longer than like peppermint essential oil. The peppermint essential oil soaps that I have from last year hardly smell like peppermint. But my lavender soaps, which I don't have any from last year, but I do have some from 6 months ago. I make my lavender soap the most. It still smells strong and great with lavender. And I use oatmeal to anchor that essential oil. But just some essential oils fade over time. So that's what I'm hoping happens with that cedar soap that I made on my live. I'm going to be honest with you. When I took it out of the mold, I thought it smelled like cat pee. I was so upset. I thought that I just wasted 12 pounds of soap. But now that it has sit and it has calmed down, it has gotten better, but I'm still not happy with the scent. I was so upset, though, thinking I just waste this very, very expensive essential oil and 12 pounds of soap. And now I have cat pee soap. Who wants to smell like cat pee? It's terrible. It's not funny, but it's funny because it's really the first time I've just wanted to throw soap away, like that I hated. And I put all natural ingredients. I use turmeric and I use this spirulina powder. And I'm really hoping that that it changes, because things do morph and change after time. So let's hope that that's what happens with the cat pee soap. That's just literally all I have to say. It is so weird because when I made it, the tops of the soaps did not smell like that. I don't know if it's the oatmeal, the turmeric, the natural ingredients that I put in the soap that caused something to happen, or the heat from the lye and the sponification process. So we have it curing, and I'm not putting it on my website until it changes. And if it doesn't change, then I really don't know what to do with it. So let's see what the Atlas Cedarwood essential oil morphs into. Yes. And myrrh and frankincense essential oil are so expensive right now. I wanted to make a frankincense and myrrh a soap, and I could not afford to make that soap. It's almost as expensive as rose oil at this point. Absolute rose, even the rose isolate is expensive, but I don't understand. I can't. I mean, I guess I do understand because how they have thing, and to get pure frankincense where it's not stripped with alcohol or something. Because if they strip it with alcohol, which I've bought some essential oils from a company, I'll let you know it was called Original Essential Oils. That company, I spent the money. They did give me my money back, but it was definitely cut with alcohol because when I cut into the soaps, pools of liquid were still in the middle of the soap. And I did a little test on some paper. It is definitely alcohol was cut with that essential oil. So, you just got to look for good quality essential oil companies. A lot of people love those big brand companies like doTERRA and Young and Living, but I try to buy from a company that I can buy in bulk and get a good price. So I'm also getting a good quality ingredient. And I've been recently using plant therapy essential oils and have loved them. Absolutely love them. Okay, I got what you're saying. Mix the top and middle notes with base notes essential oils and make them last longer. Yes, my peppermint, my rosemary mint still smells amazing. Like that rosemary mint is so just beautiful. I love that soap. It lasts, but just a straight peppermint soap, because I have so many customers that's all they want is just a pure peppermint soap. It just doesn't last long. So still working on that, making it last longer, a pure peppermint. I have never used spearmint, so maybe I can test it out with some spearmint and stuff like that. I think a wintergreen soap would be amazing as well. Okay, we are mixing our oils. Let me check my time. 1:50. Woo! I got an hour to get this soap done. Hour or less. So 1, 2, 3. We want this really dark. 1 teaspoon per pound. 4, 5.5. 6.5. We're going to try 8. A little over 8. A couple of those were heaping, so 8-ish. We're going to try that. I really want a dark blue. And what I'm going for is like the winter sky is what I want. I would love to have it. I'm probably going to add a little more than that because we're gonna say 8. We're going to stop at 8 because I'm going to be using about 8 pounds for the blue. And then I'm going to take off a few pounds for the white because I want more blue than white. I'm hoping this is going to work. If it doesn't work, it's just going to be a blue soap with a white top, which isn't terrible. But, oh my gosh, I should have wrote it down. I'll have to edit this video or edit the descriptions and put where I saw. I'm kind of going off of an idea that I saw. A lady, she makes soap, and I follow her page. And she used a cool little stencil scraper thing. That's kind of where I got this idea, but I don't think it's going to work. And she put it in the blue soap and scraped it and then poured the white, and it made hills and 2 little trees. So I'm thinking I could try to do that, but if not, I'm just going to have a blue and white soap. It's just... I was going to do a cross in the soap, but this isn't strong enough to pull through the soap to make that happen either. So It's kind of a wing it kind of thing today. I'm just kind of, sometimes my best ideas happen that way. So let's see. And I know I'm using a tablespoon, you guys. I really want this white. I want this soap to be bright white. I want it to be as white as I can get it. And thank you so much for giving me some insight about what to do with those essential oils, because I'm still learning. I'm still learning, still evolving as a soap maker. And I love input from other soap makers. So I appreciate that. And if I haven't yet, I'm so bad. There's a few other soap makers that I watch and that follow me. If you have a way for me to follow you, please put it in the description or put it in the comments. And so I can follow you on your pages or Instagram or TikTok or whatever you have. So feel free to put it in there. This comments here is going to actually stick around after the video is over. So I found a way for the comment section to stay. So if you have any way for us to follow you, please do. I would love that. A speck of blue right there. I got in my bowl. Oh, this is super thick. I'm going to have to add a little of that fragrance oil. Oh, I haven't got you shown you the fragrance oil yet. Okay, so I'm not keeping this one a secret. So when I made the green sleeve soap, I made it a secret because this is actually not a fragrance oil that is deemed Christmassy or whatever. I smelt it, and out of the bottle, I thought it smelled like frankincense and myrrh. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it smells amazing. How come this isn't a Christmas soap? So I kept this one a secret. For you guys who follow me, my true subscribers, if you seriously want to know this fragrance oil, I'll let you know. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I bought it, it was from Nurture. I did not like it out of the bottle. I had to experiment with it and use it. And then I was like, Then I found out it discolors to a green color. And so that's why I decided to do a green and gold soap. And I'm just like amazed how it's, to me, I think of, frankincense and myrrh, gold. I just think of, something like that. You're still procrastinating. Hey, I don't have a ton of followers, but for the people that I do connect on here, I'm adding my fragrance oil, and I'm not telling you what it is. For the people that follow me and, comment, I really do love it. And you guys inspire me. So, Music Mad is another one. She has an Instagram, and she's amazing. So I'm going to tell you my fragrance oil now, before I keep getting sidetracked. Winter Wonderland by Nurture Soap. The comment section, or I should say, the reviews on this fragrance oil, I just was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to buy it this year. Last year I was going to buy it, and I wish I would have, because it literally smells like pine, like an evergreen scent with, I like to smell the cap, so it's not so strong, with just this fresh, almost like fresh cut floral, like you get a fresh cut, when you cut rose stems or something, like you get that fresh scent. And then you get some sweet notes in there, but not overly sweet. I just want to say it's like fresh fallen snow, and you're in a cabin somewhere. I don't know. It is just so amazing. I think this is something I have to keep around all year. I'm going to end up loving this. I love their oceans, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the name. I make my Beach Please soap out of their ocean, eighth and ocean fragrance oil. and that sells out all the time. That is like one of my big sellers. I ended up taking a summer soap and making it in all the years. So I have to make another batch actually as we're talking. So Winter Wonderland is pretty damn amazing. I'm just here to tell you. I also got Comfort and Joy, just a little one to try. And this to me smells like apple cider and I don't know, a little bit of cinnamon maybe, tiny bit cinnamon and apple. I would say like an apple crumble, you know, where you have the spicy stuff on top, not just the pie. Comfort and Joy. It says it discolors because it's got, I'm sorry, my bad. No acceleration or discoloration. I might actually buy this and make another batch of soap. But Winter Wonderland had the best reviews. And so I'm here to tell you, I agree with the reviews on it. So this is pretty thick. I'm going to add some fragrance oil. This is 8 ounces. So I'm going to weigh this out first because you need, it says, to soap at a 6% rate in soap. That's another reason why I love, because it's right on the bottle and you could tell. So you're going to take your ounces of your soap. So I think it's 192 ounces. Boop, boop, boop. I'm using my phone. I told my math teacher I'd have a calculator in my pocket my whole life. 92 ounces times 6%. Wait, 92 ounces? 192 ounces? Let me double check. Yes, 192 ounces. Now let's clear that. 192 times. And you could do either 0.6. Gosh darn it. 0.6. Right? Yes. No. 0.06. Hold on. Yes, 0.06 for a 6% rate, which just shows it's 11.52. That's at the strongest amount. This is only an 8-ounce bottle, so I could use this entire bottle in my soap recipe. But you want to be careful because my recipe is calls for 6 ounces of fragrance oil. So you want to discount, which I've already, have a water discount right now because of the humidity. So if you're going to use over 6 ounces of your essential oil or fragrance oil, make sure you're discounting a little more of your water in your soap, because if not, it could cause a problem. It's going to be too much. So you want to account for that as well. So when you're punching in your soap calc and stuff, make sure you're putting in how much percentage, whether it be a 6% or whatever, and it'll get you the correct amount. So I could use this whole entire bottle. 11 is the strongest. 11 ounces would be the strongest amount. This is already super strong in the bottle. I love it. So I'm going to use this entire bottle. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here with the titanium dioxide to get it going. I'm going to need more than that. I'm just trying to do it slowly so I'm not making a mess. Got to keep an eye on the time as well. And this also says no acceleration or discoloration. Everybody said how amazing this fragrance oils is to soap with. So I am just excited because a lot of those ones that have any kind of vanilla will accelerate, will rice. I mean, it'll discolor. The pumpkin spice one discolors to brown. So you really have to make a brown soap. Look, it's stuck in there. I'm trying not to splash. I already have splashed, but trying not to. I should have bought a bigger bottle. I should have bought the 16-ounce bottle. This is so amazing. But you know, I like something and my customers may not. Now, most of my customers come for the all-natural essential oil soaps, like I said. But there are a few customers that do want fragrance oil, like the Eighth and Ocean and stuff like that. So there are some customers that aren't as sensitive skin. Our family has super sensitive skin and eczema, and none of the Nurture soap, because it's the affiliate, I'm going to say it wrong, free. They have them on their website. It says right here, PHTHALATE, affiliate free. I believe that is what irritates your skin, because I have never had an issue with any of their fragrance oils. Okay, I've almost got this mixed out of this. Do you see it splashing on me? Lord, I can't keep anything clean. I can't have nothing nice. See my earbud in my ear? I'm sorry. I have it in there so I don't have my notifications from my phone going crazy. Okay, this looks good. This is now creamy. Should mix well. Little spots of white everywhere. My blue looks good. Isn't that beautiful blue? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this in my blue. Get it working. Okay, the last thing that I do is I'm going to add my sodium lactate to my recipe. You can use salt. I used in my recipe, we used salt, but this time we're going to use actual sodium lactate. And you use 1 teaspoon per pound. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. One more. And 12. Okay. Now we get to put our beautiful gloves back on. And I am going to now let you watch me mix it up. I'm gonna wipe my counter a little bit. Just a little. I'm going to point my camera down to my counter. So if I lose you, I apologize. I'm trying to do this ever so gently. Let me see. How did that work? Are you still there? Yay, you're still here. Okay. Any further than that? I'm risking it if I do. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this. Ever watch the Muppet Babies? That's what I Annie from the Muppet Baby now. Okay, I'm just making some space so you guys can see the beautiful, we got the blue and white. And if anything, I could just swirl the soap and it would be amazing if I just swirled the soap. So I'm sitting here contemplating, should I try to make the scenery soap or should I just swirl it? I am running low on time and I do want to make something that I can duplicate. That is something, when you own a business, if customers really like it, they want it duplicated. So that's just something you got to deal with. Or you could just say limited edition and not do it again, because sometimes this stuff is definitely difficult. So I'll show you my little trick so you're not splashing lye all over you and all over the place. Let me grab my spatula and my paper towels. Get some extra paper towels down so So I have paper towels to wipe up anything that splashes or gets on my skin. You want to immediately wash yourself off if it does. Okay, this is the part where you got to be super careful. I just hold it like this, try to pour away from me, and I have my spoon just, it prevents the splashing. A lot of people pour down the shaft of the blender. It still splashes for me, so this is the way I do it. And I had let that dissolve the lye. That is the first thing that I did before I did anything else. Before I even started my live, is I made sure that my goat's milk and my lye was well mixed together, so I can prevent from having any of those clumps. But sometimes you'll still get those clumps, and it's good to strain it. But I felt around, looked around, and I didn't see any. Okay, the blending part is the fun part. Get ready. Oh, burp your blender if you haven't. And then also make sure you're not lifting your blender out of the soap. And I like to just blend. This is a high-powered blender. Blend it on low. I like to tilt it a little bit. And we're just wanting the oils and the lye to come to a trace. It's not, we don't want to get it really thick. We just want it to come to a nice trace. And then we'll pour off the white that we need. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you want to comment, you just have to subscribe. Hey, and Aline, if you're still here, I know you said you're still deciding on doing any kind of lives. If you have an Instagram where you put pictures of your soaps, I'll follow you. So let me know. Aw, thanks for watching. I really appreciate the support. I promise I'll get my stuff together and I'll actually record and edit and make better quality videos. But for now, I'm on here and I like to chat with you guys live. It's fun. I don't always have time to do it. Sometimes I'm cranking out soap and just trying to get the job done and stuff. But I like to try to make a little bit of time, get on here and have a nice chat and soap on here live. I haven't seen anyone else doing it. And so there's a lot of soap videos out there, a lot of soap makers, and I don't want to copy anyone because everybody's amazing. And I was like, you know what? No one's doing live soap making videos. Let's see if that works out. I don't know, because staying up late at night editing videos and missing time with my kids and my husband and stuff, and then being tired the next day sure wasn't working for me. Maybe one day when life slows down a bit, I can do that. Or if our business goes and gets really good, maybe I can hire someone that knows how to help me edit videos and get better quality videos and have the little, intros and outros and music and all that great jazz. Okay, we're about there. So, food reference, because I love food. That's right. God only knows. And yes, you guys, I forget, you're in the UK. You have so many restrictions. It's crazy to me the amount of restrictions that you guys have. I follow that. Oh my goodness. I follow her name's B from the Sorcery Soaps. I almost forgot what it was called. I love that lady, and she talks about some of the things she deals with, and it's just like, wow, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm pouring off the white. One day, I would so love to come and see all the amazing. I would love to travel. I think hopefully when our kids get older, I would love to do it while they're younger, but in the state of everything is right now, no one's really traveling. So, praying that it gets better and that we can go back to traveling and, going places and stuff like that. That is a giant wish list of mine, is going to the UK, and I want to go to Ireland, and I would just love to go to so many places. Okay, so we're going to blend up this white a little bit, not too much. I just want to zap it because this is the last color I'm working with. I really don't even want to blend it too much because it's going to be setting here for a minute. So we're just... Okay. So I'm going to just take this off here. See, it's still see it dripping? So it's still not runny, but it's still very, very much liquid, and I want to keep it that way so that way it doesn't set up while I'm working with the blue. Okay, there's a little method to my madness. I could have separated my ingredients, split my batch, made 8 pounds, and then turned around and made another 4 pounds. There's all kinds of things you can do, but for time and everything that I'm dealing with right now, this is what I'm doing. And, honestly, it's still up in the air if I'm going to even be able to do what I wanted to do. So what I should have done is probably just experiment with 1 or 2 pounds. But I am behind on getting my holiday soaps up. And so if my first little one that I'm experimenting with doesn't do what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mix it up, and then all of it's going to be swirled or something. So you're watching a mad scientist right now. Mad scientist experiments. Okay. Let me move this one over here. I'm actually going to put this one over here so it's out of the way, safely out of the way. Oh, yeah. Motorhome dream. I would love that. I would love to be able for us to get an RV or a motorhome and travel. But with the farm, it's really hard to get away. So I don't have anyone that I know or trust that can take care of the animals. And if we did, I'm sure it's very expensive to find someone that, does it as a job. So maybe one day. Okay, so I believe I've pulled as much. That is a beautiful blue. I'm hoping it stays this dark once I add it to this. So let's see. Let's pour off some. Now I'm really feeling like I should have. I'm going to just pour off a tiny bit of. Hold on. Never leave your stick in there. I've had it turn over and made a giant mess. I'm just going to pour off a little bit of base. Just a little. Just in case I need some more white or something. Okay. So I just thought of that, and I thought, you know what? Just to save some off to the side. I also seen where they used, the lady used a little bit of gray. So I have some bentonite clay if I wanted to add to that to make it gray. So I could do that. Isn't that blue is gorgeous. So when I made our patriotic soaps, our red, white, and blue barbershop soap, this is the color blue that I used. And this blue is just so vibrant and gorgeous. And no, it does not leave a blue tint on your body. It's perfect. It is the most beautiful blue. I really, really love it. I bought a light blue, but after seeing some ideas and stuff, I was like, the night sky in winter is so blue and beautiful. And the day sky is blue and light colored, but I just really love this dark blue, and that's why I wanted to use it. So, can you see that blue very well? Oh, no, not with the sides like that. Hold on, let me scrape. Maybe you'll see it better. There we go. Okay. Fingers crossed. Oh, I think it's going to stay this beautiful blue. Love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Good, because trying to throw in Music Mad, you made it! Awesome! Trying to throw in mica powders in the batter is iffy. You're going to end up getting little spots in there that doesn't want to mix up. I've done it, and it's just better to mix your micas in some oil or your fragrance oil or something beforehand. Okay, that looks pretty thick. That's beautiful. Okay. We're going to scrapey. I'm not stealing that lady. I love Royalty Soaps, and she always says scrapey. So it's in my head. Not stealing her stuff. So she always says scrapey, my big containy. She's another Texas gal that does soaps. If you haven't watched her, she's not a friend of mine or anything like that. I just really think she's cute, and she's a little younger than I am, and so she's kind of quirky and funny, and I really like watching some of her videos. And she has given me some ideas and inspiration. So, and she also has a really good tutorials on how to make soap on hers compared to me, who I haven't got my stuff together. She's really got her editing skills and team of people to help her. So she's really a good one to watch if you're learning. Yes, there's a lot of baking. You want it. Now this is thick like a country gravy, what we call white country gravy. So I'm just going to use one of the containers. Music Man, you missed my sorcery soaps. You have paid for all those ingredients, so don't leave anything behind. Yes. I love sorcery soap. She's so sweet. And I love her stencil soaps. So I'm going to have to try doing the stencil soaps. That looks like to be so much fun. And I already know how to make the soap dough. So that's already something that, I know how to do. I don't have to order it. Soap dough is easy, by the way. You literally, all I do to make soap dough, now I know there's a recipe and stuff you could use to make actual soap dough, but I just use my soap batter and I throw it in a container. I line the container with the, where's my little stencil? I line the container with a little plastic wrap, and then I close it up, and I don't touch it for 24 to 48 hours. I need a little bit more. Okay, so Music Mad, I made a stencil, but I don't think it's going to work. So what I'm probably going to do is do a little drop swirl. I think I'm kind of disheartened about it because the soap has to be thicker. So I wanted to make 2 hills with 2 trees. Let's see. Oh, it's not even going to go in there without me budging it like this. . Nope, it's not thick enough. Darn it, it's not thick enough. Now I guess I could. And I didn't trim it enough. It needs to be more blue up at the top. So I probably I wonder if I could do it with my spatula. Nope. It's got it. So what I wanted to do was make it look like two trees covered in snow. It's all right. I think what I'm going to do is just scratch the idea. I'll be all right. Just scratch the idea. Pour off some of this, make a little bit more white. So I'm glad I saved some batter. Oh, and it's already getting thick. Do you see how thick that is? Crap. Well, hey, we tried, right? Or I tried. Maybe if I would have done some experimenting. There we go. Done some experimenting on the side or whatever. Before I did this, I kind of just winged it. Now I got to make sure all this is going to mix up good. Okay. I'm just turning on my phone to record a little ticky-tacky. Sorry, I know that's not really what y'all want to hear, but I am behind on recording for TikTok. So all I'm going to do is set up my camera over here like so. Like that, and hit record. Boop. Okay. Now to set up my molds, and we're just going to pour, and we're just going to make it blue and white soap. And be good with it. 2, 4, 6. Make sure I had plenty of molds. It's still going to look pretty. I might let the white sit on top. I don't know. I might try to make it just look like the hills. We'll just let it set up a little bit. It's so thick. Are you able to see really well over there? This darn ring light's so bright, it's hard for me to see. Sorry. So if you missed the fragrance oil that I used, I'm using Nurture Soap Fragrance Oil Winter Wonderland. And it smells so amazing. I'm in love with it. It is super spectacular. It's just, I can't even tell you. I am just in love with the smell of this soap. Very green, very like evergreen forest with fresh cut floral, like I was trying to describe. If you were to cut roses or cut flowers and smell when the flowers are freshly cut. My aunt used to work in a florist, and I really love that, especially in the wintertime, the different roses and the different flowers that they would get. So similar to that, but snow doesn't really have a smell, right? But if this could smell like snow, I would say it smells the closest thing to snow. Winter Wonderland is an amazing name for the soap. So now I wonder if I can just take my spoon. just going to grab a little spoon. Drag it down the middle. Let's see if we could do something similar to a hill just by using what we got. And hopefully just try to push it to one side. Let's see. And then can you see what I'm doing? Okay. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. I gotta work quickly though. Sorry if I'm not reading your comments. I'm just trying to concentrate. I got limited time. It doesn't seem at all to be rising. So that like makes me super happy. Let me see. Where did I put that stencil? This one's tall enough. It looks like I could use it. Do an experiment on this one. I don't know. Let's try it. I'm going to shove it down. Lord. Pardon me, Lord. I didn't mean that. Okay. Hey, that kind of worked. Who knows? We might get a really cool design yet. That was kind of pushed out of the top. So that's one thing. I don't want to waste any soap. I see a lot of people use these and then they scrape the soap out. And I'm like, what are you doing with all that soap? Where is it going? Like you're just scraping it and putting it in a container, or are you throwing that soap away? I am not wasting my product. I may actually get this to work. And if not, it's just going to look weird. And it's going to be like, what did you try to do there? I think it might actually work, you guys. Fingers crossed. Okay, so let's give the whites a stir. Top it with the white. I'm going to just spoon it on top in hopes that it'll fall down in that crease. Behaving beautifully. I couldn't be more happy with the way this soap is behaving. So definitely a fan. Nurture Soap definitely makes some amazing fragrance oils. So does the place where I get some of my soap products, Essential Depot. But I believe that Nurture Soap, they have more description and the percentages right there on the bottle, so you are not worried about messing up. I like that a lot. So it'll tell you the strongest amount you can use with their product. So 6% is the strongest you can use with that. The one that I used that is green, that I made in the green sleeves that I'm going to name, that was a 4%. It's a super, super, super strong fragrance oil. And it discolors green, and it tells you and it shows you on the website. So I really do think they have really good descriptions of their fragrance oils. Now, some people use Nature's Garden. I'm not in the UK, so I know that they have different ones and stuff. So I know the people in the UK, you ladies can't get this stuff, and so I'm sorry to be bragging about it. But hopefully, that's something that maybe you can get one day. Or if you do get it, if you find a company that, can get something that's really similar. Do you see that? I got a tiny bit of blue on my arm right freaking there. I'm going to have to wipe that off. It's not burning yet, but it will. Okay, let me grab a paper towel, wipe that off really fast. I'm running out of time, you guys. Gals, I say guys, I apologize. For those who watch me know, I have boys, and I say guys all the time. It's my thing. Y'all is my thing also, because I'm in Texas, and we say y'all for everything. Y'all come over. Y'all having a good day? Y'all okay? It's just a word we use a lot. You guys, I'm going to be so excited if this actually turns out to look like trees in a hill, because that was my goal. I don't know if it's going to, but if it does, I am just going to be stinking so happy. So my plan is, once I cut these bars, I'm going to take titanium dioxide and mix it with a little alcohol. And then I am going to do like I did the Galaxy-inspired soaps, where I'm going to use a paintbrush and I'm going to flick the titanium dioxide and alcohol just to make it look like little bits of stars. So instead of trying to grate up white soap and make it look like falling snow in the soap, I'm just going to do it to the outside of the soap just to make it look like falling snow. Nothing, nothing too crazy. So these soaps, if they turn out the way I want them to, these are going to be the bottoms of the soaps. So the white is going to be the bottom. Where is my other spatula? Let me grab a spatula I gotta grab a little one. So this is going to be, like I said, the bottoms of my soap. Hopefully this will look like the fallen snow. The blue part will look like the sky. And let's just fingers crossed that's what it happens. Okay. I'm not even worried if it looks like actual trees. If it did look like trees, I'd be so excited. But we're just gonna, I almost wonder if I could take my stencil and press it down, but I'm worried it will mess that up. So I'm going to just smooth out the tops. Actually, let me bang out any air bubbles. Do you see that? It landed on my face. What? God bless America. Okay. Gotta get that off my face. One time I didn't even know it landed on my face, and I had a pretty bad little burn on my face. That's why you wear glasses or goggles, you guys. I'm okay. I just feel really dumb that just happened. Move this out of the way. 2:37. I'm gonna make it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to. I'm not going to worry about swirling them or anything like that. I just want to make sure that they're pretty even. So they set good. Like if this is the bottom, you don't want the bottom not to be too, bumpy and not set on a shelf, because these are going to go into a store. So, or they're going to want to sit on your cabinet or whatever, your shower. So they're going to want to be flat, since these are going to be the bottom. And I got a little too much in this one, not enough in that one. Okay, you guys, all I'm going to do after this, because this is white, you don't have to worry about soda ash. So you don't have to, spray these with alcohol. What would be a good thing to do? You could use some plastic wrap that helps keep the heat in. I found that does help them force the gel stage a little bit. Some people put their soaps in the oven. I've never done the oven, where you put it in a 170-degree oven. You turn off the oven after, you put them in there. You don't leave it on. And then that forces gel. See how this one's a little less. So I'm going to come and take over here. And I'll read your comments here in just a second. Okay. Okay, I was making sure. Aspen winter, so yummy. Christmassy, sort of Christmas tree, and yet cinnamon. I love it. Ooh, that does sound good. Like, I would love that. I bought the balsam essential oil, balsam fir, or whatever it is. That mixed with a little cinnamon would be amazing. So I may have to reorder essential oil to make a tree soap. So, Music Man, if you missed it, my cedar atlaswood soaps might be thrown in the trash. I'm curious and waiting to find out if they're going to act right, if they're not going to act right, if the scent isn't going to morph and change. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So if you missed it, I'll say it again, and I'm pretty upset that it smells like cat pee. Yeah, I did a picture on Instagram because they looked beautiful, and they smelled beautiful on the very top. I don't know why when I cut them, and I have a very sensitive nose. So I don't know. I asked my husband. He's like, yeah, they have a funky smell. And I was like, man, could it have been the turmeric? Could it have been the salt that I added? Could it have been the oatmeal I added? So we, now that they've set on the shelf, they're not as strong. but they still don't have a great scent to it. It doesn't smell straight up like cat pee like it did, but oh my God, my mom was here when I was cutting them, and she's a smoker, so we always say smokers, they don't have a really good sense of smell and taste because that cigarette smoke just it just messes with your taste and smell. I used to be a smoker, I know. So my mom said something, and I was like, my allergies are bad. I thought it was just me, with my allergies. But sure enough, they smell like cat pee when I very first cut them. And I'm very upset about it because it was a very expensive essential oil. And I used the amount that it said to use. I'm wiping my face one more time because I felt a little tingle. And I don't want to have lye on my face. So anyways, have a good laugh on my behalf. I don't like cedarwood like you. It's cat pee. I like sandalwood. There's so many people that want a cedarwood soap. And so I was just like, okay, cedarwood, sure. I've had a cedar chest before. I still have one. My great-grandfather made wood stuff. And so I was like, man, I like the way the cedar smells on that. But this essential oil, maybe it's just, I'm so sensitive, but you just said the same thing. So I'm thinking if it doesn't change, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking of cutting it up and making embeds out of it. So I'll show you really quickly. I started using my cookie cutter and cutting tree shapes. And I was like, nah, I'm not putting those in my soap. They don't smell like they did when I first cut them. So let's see if it happens and it changes or whatever. So I'm going to try to wiggle these down, smooth them out. I think I'm going to put on some plastic wrap because I don't want them to have any bumps like this. So the best thing I know what to do is get a little plastic wrap. Wait, that's not the one. Bear with me. I'm trying to dig in my drawer, get some wrap. There we go. Plastic wrap. Come on, plastic wrap. I may have to get home because then I'm saying, don't go in the kitchen. Don't touch anything. Okay, so the best thing I can think to do to make them nice and smooth is put this on there and just smooth it out. I know I'm being risky without gloves, but I'm trying to be careful. There'll be a little air bubble right there. There we go. That's not so bad. So I'll do that to each one. Make sure that they're nice and flat. Thank you so much, Music Mad and Aline, for popping in. It's been such a long while, Aline. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And I appreciate everyone so much. And I think I'll keep the comments like this. I made it to where only subscribers could comment because a couple of times I've had some weird like links or something, and I don't want anyone to get some kind of spam or something happening. So I just got soap on my hand. So I just decided to try doing subscribers only. So if you guys that are watching that aren't subscribers, would like to comment and chat with me when I'm doing live soap making, just hit the subscribe button and then you chat with me. But there's like, I don't know, like I had some weird pop up after the live was over, and I didn't click the link. I typed the link in on DuckDuckGo, which is supposed to be a better little search engine to look for things. So I searched it, and it was some stuff like OnlyFans stuff, and I don't want any part of that. So, I mean, to each his own. If someone has no judgments, that's your place. But I am happily married. I do not want any kind of weird spamming of people's Only's pages. I don't know if it's for me or if it's for them, or they're just trying to put their link on there so someone will. I don't know, but I just think it's rude. So I just decided to make the comment section for subscribers only. And I hope that stops the spamming of my comment section. So I don't know. I'm still learning the ins and outs of this stuff anyways. So thank you so much for coming by. And I hope everyone is getting their Christmas soaps done, and they make amazing Christmas gifts. So if you have dabbled in making any kind of soaps, everybody I know loves when I give away. That's what everybody in my family gets. I literally now give everybody soap for Christmas. And they love it. I always say, is that okay? So we do a big Christmas exchange. We don't give individual gifts at Christmas time. We do we call it a Chinese, which I'm not trying to, which is just, we've always called it a Chinese Christmas, where we draw names and draw numbers, and then that person, number one, gets to pick from the pile first. And then number two gets to either pick from the pile of presents, and we have a limit, like $10 to $20 or something like that. You can't go over that amount, and you need to bring a present per person. And then you pick from the pile, or you steal from number one. And so it goes on. Number three can steal from the other people, or they could pick from the pile. And then at the very, very end, the last person, which is my favorite to get, which I've never gotten, they can pick from anyone. They can steal from anyone. And then that person that gets stolen from gets to steal. It's just a lot of fun. There's so many different rules for that game. So it's just really make it up as you go. And, well, you can't make it up as you go, but just make it fun. And but our family can't afford to get every individual person a present. So everybody gets the kids a little something, and that's what the adults play. And then the kids usually want to play the Christmas game with the adults. And so that's fun, because they're not allowed unless they can purchase their own gift for the gift exchange game or whatever. So I thought I would share that with you. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely better than going broke for Christmas. So I don't think you should have to take out a loan or charge up your credit card and go crazy at Christmas time anyways. So I hope if you have never done that, you try it, because it's a lot of fun. Well, I'm putting away my soaps. I'm going to start cleaning up my mess and go pick up my kids. So thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And I will keep you updated on how those soaps, Atlas Cedarwood soaps, come out. and I'm seriously being honest with you, if you want to make Atlas Cedarwood soaps or that you already have, please tell me in the comments, did it smell like cat pee to you? Because yeah, I'm going to throw these away. If they don't cure, and by the time they're done curing, if they don't morph and change, out. I just, I'm warning you now, if you want to make cedarwood soaps, be careful. So that's just a warning. Plant therapy has been amazing. I'm not getting any money for using their stuff, but they do have a Scots pine. I got a little sample, and I should have made Scots pine to make a Christmas soap. That smells just like freaking pine. And this would have been amazing. So I think I might order some Scots pine or some of the balsam and juniper maybe, and do another essential oil soap for all my all natural essential oil people. So today we used a fragrance oil from Nurture Soap called Winter Wonderland. I highly, highly recommend it. It has never gave us issues with our eczema and sensitive skin, but not saying that it won't for you. But what else I'm going to add? I think that's it. Thank you so much for coming by. Please subscribe so you can chat with us next time I do a live. If you like these lives, hit the like button. And also, we are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook under the same name, 3H Farms TX. I will try to do my due diligence and get the links in the description at some point. Don't be mad I haven't. Life is crazy. The farm, the kids, just everything. 2 businesses. It's a lot, but I just try to get on here, share a little soap making with you guys, and have a wonderful day. I got to go. Bye. Love ya. Mean it.